Okay, I am in Centerton. I thought this order was going to be fucking easy. I fooled myself, okay? The traffic was fucking hell, okay? I can't... And then I remember maybe I should have bought some eggs while I was at Walmart, but I did not buy eggs, and I'm, like, regretting it now. Because I was like, fuck, if it going to go to the gas station right now, I'm just trying to go home so I can get my husband, so we can start working. But, oh, my God, it is a nightmare out here. And I was thinking, what the hell was I thinking? These are going to be the worst fucking 4 days ever. I have a bad feeling. Like I said, I don't even know how much I can work during the day, you know, weather-wise. But it does look like it's changed from snow on Friday, Saturday and Sunday looks like rain or sleet kind of thing going on there. You know what I mean? It doesn't look, the temperatures look really fucking crazy. Like, literally, there's days during next week that it's going to be like 7 fucking degrees, okay? Like, I don't think this weekend is 7 degrees, but they are in the teens, okay? And, oh my God. Yeah, I'm like, oh, you fudging kidding me. I am dreading it completely. My husband said that they're not working Saturday. So, you know, I guess I won't be seeing him Saturday. I mean, I will be seeing him Saturday. I don't know. We need the money because I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't literally have the car insurance money now. I have to make it tonight. But the only other problem is I have other fucking bills that are going to be coming out too. Like, whoever comes in first is going to get paid first. That's how it's going to work. And that's how it's going to end up bouncing, okay? I'm like, shit. I will just deal with it and pay people as I can. You know? Like, I figure if the car insurance bounces tonight, it should try again the next day. So that's why I'm not too worried. But if it doesn't do it on Friday, no, tomorrow is Friday. Fuck, that's going crazy. Because if it bounces tonight, when the hell is it going to do it? The weekend? Saturday? I may not see it do it till Monday or Tuesday. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck? This weather's insane. I don't know what's going to happen. But I have to pray that the freaking car insurance goes through over everything else, okay? Like, it needs to go through. Because I don't know what's going to happen if it doesn't go through and then they don't try to do it again. I'll be like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's going to be like screwed up my freaking checking account. And then what happens every month? Are they going to be like, well, you need to give us a new card information or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, well, I'm going to worry about it when it happens. But it was not... I literally thought, oh, this Panera bread's going to be so fucking easy. Gosh, make it up, drop it off. And it was easy to pick up. It was not easy to drop off. Like I said, the traffic is ferocious in Centerton. It reminds me of the days when I hated coming to Centerton. Like, literally hated it. Hated being in Bentonville. That's how bad it is right now. Like, I do not want to be out in this traffic. Hey, we're going to have a lot of accidents because there's a lot of idiots out there. You know what I mean? It's already cold. Like, I was freezing earlier. I was like, damn, it's cold. What do you expect? It's winter time. That's what I'm saying. I need a better schedule. But I don't even know what's a good time. And their low-paying offers really suck. That's why I was like, I mean... And then they want you to shop. I was like, screw that. Because there was one really good shop order that was, okay, maybe... Mile-wise, it was good. It had a lot of items. And it was Aldi's. So I did not take it. I don't even care. I was like, forget it. I ain't taking it. And then the rest of the crap, they want you to shop for $7. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Who the fuck's going to be stupid enough to do that? And the miles were pretty high. You know? I was like, dude, are you kidding me? You know? So, yeah. They were just ferocious. I mean, come on. The weather is bad. People, you want your groceries, you better start paying up on that. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really care because I probably wouldn't take it anyway, but, you know, someone else could take it, right, for you. I mean, like I said, I'm very selective when it comes to shop and go. I'm trying not to be on some things because I do need to practice so I can get better and faster, but it just hasn't been worth it to me. You know, I mean, when you can just do fast food delivery, even though it's whatever, it's not always the best pay, you know, I mean, you get it, you drop it off. It's pretty damn easy. It's not like, which groceries aren't bad. It's not that. And I actually kind of like shopping for shit. You know? I don't know. I mean, but yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know. I say that. But every time I have shopped, it's not like I hadn't enjoyed it. But like I said, that Target one was just a little too inconvenient for the pay, okay? Like, it looked good, but when you had to do it, it wasn't that great. But that's what I'm saying. I know if I got better at it, like, you know, then I might enjoy it better. You know? I just don't know. You know? So I don't know. Like I said, I know I need to beef up the damn Shop and Go, because that is the wave of the future. Like, honestly, a lot of people figure, you know what? Groceries is a necessity. Going to McDonald's is not a necessity. You know? So, I mean, eventually you're going to have to, like they said, switch over if you want to keep making money and shit like that. You know, I was watching a DoorDash video, okay, that the lady was talking about the new changes, and she literally said that you need to watch it. Like, even now, I think, you know, like, they still said it was better not to accept orders, but she said something about now they are kind of caring about your acceptance rate. Like, I don't know, you know, she hasn't quite figured that out, but she's saying DoorDash is dropping people that are not doing great on the acceptance rate. Now, I don't know if our area is like that yet, because I don't feel like it, because I'm still not going to take shit orders, okay? I'm sorry. If they end up dropping me, then fuck them. That's what I feel like about it. I feel like saying fuck you. I don't give a fuck. But, of course, I will probably regret saying that, but it's true. I don't know. You know what I mean? If you can outlast the shit now, you know what I mean, with them dropping people, then I feel like you're going to be fine, because they're going to overdrop people. Then they're going to be like, oh no, we need people to pick up our orders. And then if you don't want to pick them up because they're too much crap, then, you know what I mean, they're going to have to start boosting up the pay, because they kicked off a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Then what are they going to do? Start begging people to come back? Please come back, please. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to balance that out with, I don't know. Like I said, they say there's so many new people. There's so many So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to balance out. You know what I mean? Will it just end? Will this food delivery thing just end? And like they said, maybe they'll just get cars to deliver food that don't have people in it. Those cars are going to cost them a fortune, though. You know? I don't doubt they're going to be worth it. Let's say you spend $50,000 on a Tesla. How long is it going to take to get your money back? Because you got one car delivering all these things, all these crazy drivers out here, and this smart car is supposed to be able to weave its way around. Good luck, car. You know, I mean, good luck. And then, I mean, how many orders is it going to be able to handle? Honestly, in the amount of time that it's supposed to. You know, I feel like they're going to lose money, a hell of a lot of money doing that, but who knows? I mean, they'll just count it as a business expense. You know, obviously, like, oh, this car costed this, the whatever costed this, all this shit's costing this. So, I mean, maybe they'll have a, you know, maybe it won't cost them that much. I don't know. But I just don't see it. And if they have to, like right now, I'm pretty sure the Tesla, someone has to be in the car to do this. So they're going to have to pay whoever's sitting in the car to do it, which let the car drive itself, right? So they have to pay somebody to do that, right? You know, but maybe they'll be like, oh, $10 an hour to sit in the car and, you know, do whatever they want you to do, whatever the hell that is. Maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll see what the future brings on that too. But, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of confusing, but that lady said they're starting to care about acceptance rate. They're starting to get you on time. Like, that's why they say do not, which like I said, I rarely have ever taken, like, 2 different places, Uber and DoorDash at the same time, because I know it's a dumbass move. There has been times, and there's even times it went smooth, like they were perfect, right? Like they just worked out. But there was mostly times that was not a good idea. Like that was a terrible idea, you know? And so you know, I don't know. And then she was like, you know, document everything. Like you better start taking pictures of everything. You better start remembering. Like I was supposed to write down in my journal, oh, today there was a lot of traffic from going from this order to that order that I did not, you know, count for, blah, blah, blah. So that you can remember, like if they say later on, oh, we're going to drop you because you were too slow getting somewhere and we feel like you're milking the clock, when you were actually in traffic. You know, shit like that. I'm like, dude, that's too much. Okay, that is just a little too much, having to do all this shit just to say, oh, to prove that you were not doing, you were doing your job. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. You know, if they're gonna be this extreme, I just don't know. Like I said, it's just gonna be one of those minefields. Like, who the hell knows anymore? If this is worth it. Like you say, they're not paying us much as it is. I mean, I'm pretty much like, yes, I need the money now. I'm gonna have mostly zero worries because my mileage will cover my damn expenses, right? Which makes it like, what, like I'm making nothing every year or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, like you said, that does not help you with state, because state will get their money no matter what. I feel like if you ain't paying something, you will be paying something on state. Like, I guess I'll find out, because right now I still have money taken out from Walmart. I still have money from my stocks taken out. So I will see how much that budgets the state. But in this coming year, 2026, since I don't have another job to pay into the, you know, whatever, we'll see how much that affects me. And I'm almost done with my children. I only have one child left, technically, that I could, you know, use as a child credit thing, right? So, I mean, I just don't know. We'll see how that goes, right? Like, yeah, you know, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. And federal could be the same way. They could be like, oh, no, the credits don't cover everything. Your expenses don't cover everything. And, when using TurboTax, I really do like them, because they were better than the Tax Slayer one, because you can do your lunches and your dinners when you're, you know, counted as, you know, an expense. It says you can. You know, I'm besides the mileage, you can use your phone because you're using your phone to do this job, you know. And I always kept mine in half, because obviously it's also personal. And then Jesus, what else? You know, like this thing attached to this, my phone here to hold the phone up, that counts as things. Bags that you buy. I mean, you can count your clothing that you use specifically for this, because let's face it, you're going to need stuff, right? So there's things like your tennis shoes, maybe, so you can go up and down stairs fast or whatever, you know. You're not going to be wearing dress slippers for this. And, you know, so there is other things that you can take off credit-wise, okay? So, you know, as long as you're smart about it, you know what's for work and what's not for work, you know what I mean? That's what you need to make sure you do. But, I just don't know. I don't know. I would like to make it to 2026 doing this job still. Praying I can do it. But I just don't know. I don't know how long I've got. You know, the way things are going. And like they say, everyone's always worried about it. Because we do worry. Like, of course you worry that you're going to get deactivated and everything's going to go to hell. And maybe no one's going to buy food anymore because they can't afford it, right? I don't know. I mean, like I said, groceries are going to be a necessity no matter what. You know? A necessity, period. Right? But let's face it, McDonald's is not a necessity. It isn't. You know? It might feel like it to some people right now. And maybe if you're a single person, buying McDonald's is a lot cheaper than buying groceries and having to make it yourself. But I think that's if you don't want to eat the same shit every day for a week, okay? Like, let's face it, if you do not want to eat spaghetti every day, you're probably going to be like, no thank you. Because I don't know about you, but a lot of times 2 or 3 leftovers in a week is enough, you know? I mean, I had to eat spaghetti just recently that I made, because my kids, they won't eat it, you know, right away. Like, I think I gave it to them maybe at least 2 times, maybe 3 in that week. And then me and my husband were the ones eating the spaghetti, you know? I'm not going to force them to eat the same shit every day, because yes, we do it with burgers, you know. Yes, we might do it with chicken, but there's some foods you just don't want to eat every day. I don't know why. You know, it's like I would guess like eating beans and rice every day would probably be like, oh my God, please no more, you know? I want to make chili. Haven't done that yet. And And I'm gonna make some French toast. That's why I bought up some bread, because I was like, French toast does sound good. I like French toast. You know? Just like I like pancakes too sometimes. But I don't really make pancakes that often either, because I just like French toast. I really shouldn't be eating it, okay? I know those are high carb thingies. But the thing is, I do eat a lot of high carb stuff, because that's the shit that's easy to make. Cheap, fast, and whatever, right? Like pasta. It is hard. But I like I said, I try not to do it. Like, that's why spaghetti is like once in a blue moon. When I was probably younger, I ate it a hell of a lot more than I do now. You know? Because I actually like it. Just like I like tacos. Like, I love eating tacos. My kids, no. They're like, no tacos, no burritos. You know, James is the only one that will eat that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, my kids are quite picky. I guess I should be glad they're not as picky as some other kids, because there's some kids that like eat one thing. Like, let's say they eat green beans and that's it, you know? But I mean, you might think, well, that's actually easy, but I don't think that's very healthy. See, there's a siren somewhere. Like I said, it's gonna be a nightmare to get home. A nightmare. But I'm almost at 20 minutes. I don't even know what I'm blabbing about. But oh, and I was watching this YouTube video today about these people, as like Utah people, how the dating sucks there really bad. Oh my God, it's interesting, because that is a main LDS place, okay? And like they said, there's like, oh, the women there are so beautiful, because they're all like the same and similar, right? And I guess the LDS, they really doll up. If you've seen any, you've probably seen this, right? I mean, I'm not saying everybody does, you know? I would think that's young people that are dolling up, which I'm sure there's older people that are dolling up too, but I don't know. I've never been one of those people to doll up. I should have been, but I was like, hell with it. But like I said, I'm not artistic. I feel like you got to be artistic to put makeup on, honestly. You know what I mean? You just got to be artistic. But yeah, they were talking about it, like, you know, and then one lady was saying how she dated this guy that all of a sudden he's like, you know, then she thought it was going really well, and he was totally whatever. Then all of a sudden he's like, I'm sorry, I got back with my girlfriend. And then she found out that they were getting engaged like a week later. And she's like, what the hell? And she found out that also that he was actually with this girl, but she was on a mission. So she was gone to, let's say, another country, you know, for what, 2 years? And I was like, you know, I was like, oh my God, you know, because she said it's like, she wonders if this girl knew what he was doing, right? Well, she was gone. Because, I mean, you know, she obviously didn't say nothing, because what's the point, right? But that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, I was like, damn, she should say something. That if you don't know your boyfriend's cheating on you, you were gone for 2 fucking years, you might want to keep an eye on his ass, because I would beat the shit out of him. Goddamn, I wouldn't want to marry him. You know, that's what she says, like, you know, whatever, too. Like, I don't know what she said exactly, but yeah, because that would be a fucking, like, you son of a bitch, right? You son of a bitch. But then again, maybe she was the same way. I don't know. Because like I said, if you watch that, like I said, I've been watching this one lady who was a Mormon and isn't a Mormon, and she talks about this stuff. And she was talking about that show that they have about the Mormons. And like I said, those Mormons don't sound like any of the Mormons I know. They don't sound like any of the LDS I know. You know? And I was like, damn. So I don't know. And they say there's a lot of them that are swingers, because they, you know, they got married young, right? They got married young, so they're swinging. They're doing shit, you know, but like kinky stuff, I guess. But so maybe that girl and him were doing like, okay, we're not together, we're far away, let's have fun for 2 years and then get back together, because that could be a thing, you know, it could be. But oh yeah, it sounded bad for both the girls and the guys. Like, I don't even know. No wonder dating's so hard. But then I was thinking, well, maybe, you know what, maybe it's these good-looking people, since they do, like, that's the whole point. The guy's like, if you're good-looking, you got lots of options, so why should you be settling? You probably ain't settling, because you're good-looking enough, right? The good-looking guys, you know, where the not-so-good-looking guys have it a lot tougher finding a girl, because, you know, I guess these good girls are wanting good-looking guys, you know, so, and that's the thing. Holy shit. You know what, fuck this, I'm gonna sit on this thing, get off on Walnut and just try to get home from there. Like, screw this. But yeah, I don't know. But it was fun watching. I didn't get to finish all of it because then I had to go. And then I did watch another movie that was pretty interesting too. It was on Netflix. And yeah. But I don't know. I was telling my kid that I'm, since I did buy a DVD player, I am thinking about buying some DVDs, and I am seriously thinking about saying the hell with TV minus YouTube. Like I'm so sick of paying for subscriptions. Excuse me, and shit and things. I don't know. And do I really need to watch the newest TV series that's popular or the newest movies? Maybe go to a movie and watch one here and there with kids, or family, whoever. But other than that, do I really, really need to? You know what I'm saying? I've just about had it with paying for all this stuff. Like, our lives are going to be basically, you own nothing and you have to what? Like have a million subscriptions and then have to watch commercials, which I absolutely hate commercials. And I was like, ugh. So I don't know. And I know YouTube's going to change too, and then that's going to be a thing. And I mean, eventually they're going to make us pay for YouTube. And I don't know, maybe by then I won't even want to be on YouTube. Of course, then I'm like, did you not post these videos that you might want to watch later on? So I might have to just to keep my shit. I guess it depends how much they charge us later on, Because I deleted some of these videos to get them off my phone, Should have just put them on a hard drive. But I have some hard drives, and I know eventually those hard drives are going to go kaput. So that's why I was like, well, I need to go through this hard drives and this and that. Maybe print some pictures up, make some photo books. Maybe figure out how I can make something with them. I don't know, the videos, so that I could watch them, whether it's on YouTube or not on YouTube, and it's not on my phone. You know what I mean? I don't know. And like I said, none of this shit really matters. If I lost it all, yes, it would suck, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. You know what I mean? I mean, how many times do you really watch videos from a long time ago? It's just like looking at pictures. I don't look at them that much. I have to go through. Only reason I even see half these pictures is because of putting them on YouTube or this and that. And now I'm clearing my phone. But I do, or making an album for the kids, because I do need to let them see the photos more often. Like that. Oh, I have 22 minutes. I gotta quit here. All right, I'm done.